Hi guys, it's Carrie, and I am doing another project for the 12 Days of Junk Journal Christmas gift ideas. And this time it is going to be a flow or flowish junk journal. So I wasn't totally familiar with these, so I have been trolling around a little bit on YouTube just to try to figure out kind of what it is. And what I'm going to share with you is what I have come up with for my version of this. So let's go ahead and dig in and get started. And I hope that I'm doing this video correctly for the project, but it is what it is, and this is what I've got. So to get started, what I have done is I have a gutted book, an altered book. So I took the actual book pages out, so you still have the binding intact. Of course, you'd want to reinforce this if you were going to actually use this as your junk journal cover, but it's a cool cover. This gray is just a really, I don't know, it's just kind of a nice soft, it's got good fiber in there, good fibers in there, and it's just a nice base color. So I'm going to start with this, and this book it's probably, I'm going to say it's probably like a 9x6. That's going to be my guesstimate. So I thought, okay, next, let's layer in a beautiful piece of rosettes. And this could be nice to trim the cover with if you wanted. Maybe something like that. Or you could, cut it up and use it in pages. You could turn this into like little pockets inside of the journal. Lots of different options, but I thought, okay, let's add this to it because that would just be pretty. And then basically what I'm going to do is show you kind of what I came up with. So let me make sure we've got a good frame going. Okay, the first thing I've put together is this. So this is just a white cello bag, and inside of it I've got two pieces of Stampin' Up! Wood grain 6x6 paper, the front side, and then here's what the back sides look like. So I thought, okay, those would be cool because you could make a pocket here, you could do a pocket here, you could fold them, you could have them in your journal. And then I also have these two 5-inch cream colored doilies. This one is backwards. This one is the frontwards side of it. I got these both from Amour Fabriques over on Etsy and YouTube. But they're super pretty, and I thought, yeah, that would be kind of fun. So my thought was I could, maybe tape that and like washi tape it just to the cover. And washi tape, you guys know, just comes off real easy, so it wouldn't be, harming anything to do that. So I figured, okay, let's just try it and see. So I'll just kind of tack that in. There we go. So that's going to be the starting page. And again, this is going to be perhaps for the cover, we'll see. Now what I thought I would do, I've been gathering papers and supplies, and so I'm going to show you what I've put together, and then we'll just kind of go through it page by page. But this is what I've come up with. So here is my stack of goodies for the Flowish journal. And then we'll just kind of take a look and see what all we have here. So I started out with an Edith Holden page for March. And then I've got just a couple sheets of coffee dyed paper. These are children's ledger paper. I have just a piece of cardstock cut off that is like mulberries, holly berries even, and some really pretty tree branches. I made a journal with this scrapbook paper for my design team project for Tsunami Rose, and that was just a cutoff piece, and I thought, okay, that's kind of perfect for a flow journal. I put in a piece of coffee dyed paper. On the back, I've got a beautiful sunflower napkin that, of course, many people like to work with napkins, peel the layers off, and you can Mod Podge those. And underneath it, I just have a scrap piece of Graphic 45 from a fairy journal kit. I can't remember what it's called, Fairy Dust collection. So that was really pretty. So I tucked that in there. Now, I have throughout this journal, there's a little bit of rhyme and a little bit of reason, I guess. I put some Halloween stuff in there because, as everyone knows, I'm a big fan of Halloween. And I have some pages from a book that I altered, Nightmare Before Christmas. And so I wanted to share those pages. And so I'm sharing them through this flow journal. So there's enough in here that you could, literally take them out and make yourself a Halloween journal if you wanted to. But here are some of the pages, all the little kiddos. So we've got those. This piece of paper here is actually Happy Planner paper. And I thought that actually went really nicely with the Halloween paper. You could coffee dye this, though, as well, and it'd be cool. I've got some ledger paper. This is just a nice piece of scrapbook paper that I picked up at Joann's. I've got another napkin. This one is fall. I've got some book page, more coffee dyed paper. I put an envelope in here. And a littler piece of, this is a digital image of ledger paper. This is from Nick the Booksmith. It's one of the marbled pages that I'm absolutely in love with. Printed that out, put it in there. I have a gift bag here that's got music on it and a wreath. A big, beautiful wreath as well. I've got a snowman envelope. So there's Christmas stuff in here. There's regular stuff in here. Here comes some more of my Halloween. I've got just some little notes pages that I tucked into the envelope for extra journaling space. Several pages of The Nightmare Before Christmas. I've got a coffee dyed doily clipped onto another Happy Planner page. And on the back side, I've got a spider wax paper bag. Put a couple more sheets of ledger paper, just plain. It's not coffee dyed, but again, you can coffee dye it if you wanted to. I have a little napkin here, and I see that I missed a page. It's like I can pick it up right here. I'll have to go back and fix that. But that's not a big deal. And on the back of the page, I have got some glassine bags that I just clipped in. I've got some more children's writing paper. I've got this beautiful book page that has got a napkin Mod Podged on it that was gifted to me, and I thought that would be a cool thing to put into a flow journal. I've got some music paper. Then what I did here is I made a potential cover for a traveler's notebook in case someone didn't want to use, this book as a junk journal. Maybe you'd like to make a traveler's notebook. So I made a shell for one. And the shell has just got a tipped in pocket right here. Here's the back side of an envelope. I've got some more coffee dyed paper. I put some blank manila tags that can be altered along with some pretty snowflake Christmas paper. On the back side, I've got a piece of scrapbook paper that's just tacked on with a paper clip, so it's easy to come off. I've got a guest check that I just stitched on some material, and I cut it into a tag shape. And then back here, I put some index cards. You can use your napkins on those. You can stitch around those, and they're great for journaling space. Got another piece of digital paper from Victoria Designs, and it's just, ledger paper, coffee dyed paper. I've got some Tim Holtz wallpaper, and on the back I put just a little scrap piece of material. Here is Jack and Sally, more Halloween paper, again, several sheets of that. I've got some more book page, more coffee dyed paper, more Happy Planner paper, and we've got some bat bags. And on the back side, I have got a Christmas napkin. Dashing through the snow. Here is some more of my nightmare paper. We've got some music paper. Got another envelope in here. Little piece of cardstock clipped on with a little clothespin, just a piece of material to play around with. This clothespin's a little bit fussy, sorry. On the inside, I've got a piece of music paper. And now moving on to the back, I have got just a piece of scrapbook paper that I clipped in over here. Here's the back side of the music paper. More happy planner paper, coffee dyed paper, book page, Nightmare Before Halloween. Here's the back side of the wallpaper. Basically, it's the reverse of what we've gone through. So here's the other side of the ledger. I made a little bookmark. This is washi tape. I stitched around it, just added some material. I've got some more index cards in here, a paper doily, and then some cutoffs of Edith Holden that you could play around with. And then on the back, here's that beautiful snowflake paper. I think it's so pretty. I just love the colors. Coffee dyed paper. I've got some Halloween bags here clipped onto a snowman envelope. Here's the other side of the Traveler's Notebook cover. Music paper, book page. Here's more of that napkin that was Mod Podged on. Children's writing paper, ledger paper, happy planner paper, Halloween paper. Envelope. Here is the underside of that music paper gift bag with the beautiful wreath on it as well. I've also clipped in a like a nautical napkin that I think would be fun to you know, layer onto something, do something with it. Here's the back side of the marble paper, ledger paper. Got some more coffee dyed paper, book page. Here's that paper that I picked up at Joann's. I clipped in some more material pieces, little cutoffs to play around with. And the kids. Man, I just love those kids. I think they're so stinking cute. Here's more of that, and then more coffee dyed paper. And on the back, I clipped in a couple more pieces of material, and then here is the ledger paper, followed by the last page of Edith Holden. So it's pretty chunky. And my understanding of the flow journal is very simply, you put it together a bunch of random items that don't necessarily go together, and then you give it to somebody, and then they take it apart and use bits and pieces, you know, for journals that they're making. And so what a fun little idea. So hopefully, you know, this will get somebody a start onto something. Whoops, I totally just broke that little clothespin. Dang it. Well, such is life, right? We're just going to take it off like that, maybe. Let go. Let go. Get out of the way. I'll just maybe just kind of keep that in there like that. Anyway, so the idea is that somebody, you know, takes it apart and repurposes it. So now what I was thinking is I'm just going to take some of this. I have this kind of a rustic, you know, knit twiney type thing. I don't even know what this stuff is called, but I like it. I work with it a lot. I have lots of different colors of it. So then I thought, okay, let's take this and we're going to try to wrap it to loosely sort of secure this. Maybe, like I said, I've never really done this before, so I apologize if it's not like, if it's getting kind of crazy. But it is fun nonetheless. So I'm just going to leave a piece kind of hanging down. And then in my head, what I'm thinking I'm going to do is just sort of try to wrap it, I think, a little bit. Now, here's what's cool about this stuff. So obviously, it's just a temporary holder here. Use it for your tags, you know, as like little tag toppers if you wanted to. So I don't even know how much to put on there. Maybe I'm just going to kind of do that. Let me grab my scissors. Of course, I grabbed the dullest scissors that I can find. There's probably 6 pairs of scissors on my desk. Okay. Now, let's see. Did I... trying to get it so that it's not super tight. I don't really want it to crease anything, but also I kind of want it to hold still as well. So just trying to kind of pull it a little bit tighter without ripping things. So let's go like this. Maybe I'll pull that one up. There, that's a little bit better. And I've got just a couple going around. I think I'm going to try to go around one more time. Right through the center, like this. And then maybe what I'll do is I'll just tie it like on the spine. Let's try that. See if that'll work. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I don't know. We will see. Okay, so, I mean, it's loose, obviously, but I think it's supposed to be loose. So I also had this cute little, it's just a wooden tag. And so I was going to just hang it maybe like right here. And it can be a little tag that somebody could play with. And then I don't think that this lace is long enough to tie, but maybe just to kind of loosely loop. Maybe something like that. And then I won't touch it. Anyway, so that's going to be my flow journal. So it was fun to make. It's fun to go around and pull together things that, you know, we all have a bunch of stuff and it's just kind of neat to pull things together and think, well, maybe somebody else could get a use out of that. So that's fun. That's what I did. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this little crazy video of mine. And I hope that somebody likes this because I think I'm going to maybe send it out. I don't know. We'll have to see. Anyways, you guys, thanks so much for watching and talk to you soon. Bye.